Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. It looks like we're in the seasons of Ultimatum. It's become Ultimatum Gala. Don't forget, it all began with Sunday Igboho, that Sunday at DMO, Chief Sunday at DMO, during the Oyo Ibarakpa issue, Ibarakpa and Fulani Herdsmen issue. There was a 7 days ultimatum, followed closely by Arakunri, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, His Excellency of Ondo State, Governor of Ondo State, Governor Keredolu, with 7 days also followed closely also by OPC, that's the Odua Post Congress. They give 15 days ultimatum. It's almost running down to a week. One more week to go to make it 15 days. Followed closely by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Eastern Security Network. He started with giving 14 days ultimatum to the governors of Southeast, Southern governors, generally Eastern governors, saying that they should ban the open grazing policy. Of course, there was a reply from the chairperson of Southeastern Governors Forum, saying it has already been enacted. Of course, also followed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu given another 14 days ultimatum thereabouts to Fulani Herdsmen to vacate the eastern regions forest. And now there's another ultimatum, all this ultimatum you're hearing for the same set of persons who that's Fulani Herdsmen. They should leave their forest and do the needful. Right now it is Edo State that is giving their ultimatum. I don't know, they carry last, I tell you. Okay, this will not be warrior, this one Edo people. But before we go to the news proper to find out what it is Edo youths are actually agitating for, and they are ready for it, I tell you. I hope this is not going to be another Sunday Igboho on the pipeline. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead and click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the youth leaders in Edo State have issued a 14 days ultimatum to Fulani Herdsmen to vacate their communities. This one is not even forest plus community. Kai. Owing to the killings and violence perpetrated by suspected killer headers. The youth spoke through one of their groups, Talakawa Parliament, at a press conference in Benin, Edo State today. Okay, ordering herdsmen occupying farmlands and forests, farmlands and forests in Edo State to quit farmlands and forests. Let's continue. The youth leaders at the conference, through the Speaker of the Parliament, Kola Edokpayi, warned that any act of aggression against the indigenes would not be tolerated. The youth said their order followed the killing of 3 persons, including 2 vigilantes by suspected Fulani herdsmen on Monday in Ugo Nkiye Koronwan, or one local government area of the state. Please pardon me if I did not pronounce it well, please. Thank you. Same Wednesday, some aggrieved women in Orumi had protested the rising cases of attacks, rituals, and kidnapping by suspected Fulani herdsmen. The women had blocked some major roads in the community, alleging that they were constantly being harassed and intimidated by herdsmen. They lamented that they had lost fortunes as a result of destructive activities of cows belonging to the herdsmen, noting that they were no longer safe. According to them, the solution to the problem is for Fulani herdsmen to leave the area. Speaking for the Edo youth, the Talakawa Parliament, Edo Panyi, said they also gave 72 hours to the State Commissioner of Police, Philip Agbadi, to arrest and prosecute the alleged killers, otherwise the youth would stage a mass protest. The speaker said, "We have given the killer herdsmen a 14-day ultimatum to quit farmlands and forests in Edo State. We have not given them notice to leave Edo State so that our mothers and fathers can go to farm. Okay, we are using this medium to call on the CP to arrest within 72 hours these criminal elements that are responsible for the killing of our people in Ugo Inyakoyomon around 1 LGA or face a mass protest. Our people can no longer travel. We believe in peaceful coexistence. However, nobody should take Edo people for a ride." The herdsmen menace has recently gained attention in southern Nigeria due to their alleged atrocities in Ondo, Oyo, Ogun, and now Edo State. They have been accused of kidnapping, destroying farms, social menaces, going into women, and even murdering in many villages and communities. The Southwest governors 2 weeks ago banned open grazing, underage grazing, and grazing on forest reserves, although it is not yet clear if these laws are being strictly adhered to. Okay, but then in another news, there have been a case of Governor Arakunrin Senator, that's senior advocate of Nigeria, Ondo State Governor. I'm talking about Rotimi Akeredolu, alleged actually the Amotekun in that state have actually arrested about 3,000 cows thereabout for not registering. They refuse to register. The headers refuse to register, and they've been escorted. That, to me, that's a win-win. Hey, you see this governor Rotimi Akeredolu, the man wise plenty. Oh. Did you see the tactics? It's like that guy. That man is a chess player. He actually read the game first. He was not in a hurry, waiting for his second term. But before his second term, he ensured that there will be something like Amotakun, to ensure that when he's looking for security support, he doesn't need to depend on the Nigerian police. Because if you check the profile and the way, the structure of the Nigerian police, they are actually answerable to IGP, and IGP is directly appointed by the presidency. So to speak, the bureaucracy of the governors, even though they're the chief security officer of the state, to get the help of the police, they may route it. You have to still go through the IGP, and if the IGP is saying no because via the presidency, there's really nothing, little or nothing you can do. But with Amotek, which is directly under his jurisdiction as the governor of the state and a regional security outfit, he can just tell them move now, and they move. So you now see that from the beginning, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu had it all worked out. In all, I think it will end last it will end in praise. Let's just see how this whole plays out. Because if you watch, the laws, they put the laws, said look, obey them. If you refuse, this is what the law says. So I don't think there's any victimization anywhere. It's just a case of obeying. Why don't you want to register? Do you have any sinister move? You should register. So if you refuse to register, please step aside. But then, looking at what Edo people, you know that Edo people, when they start their own, it is different. Well, hey, their own wahala is always a different. They used to take it octave higher. They take their own case differently. And they were, if you watch the roads of the federal highways, especially that Ore, the federal highways, Shagamu, Ore, yeah, Shagamu, Ore. Then before you get to the River Niger Bridge, those places has always been notorious for this headers crime. It's been on, and it gets worse during the Mba months. What I mean by Mba month, the September, the October, the November, the December. But these days, it's even every day generally. But it gets worse those periods. And honestly, whatever is done need to be done. Then by all means, we should do the needful. Although Governor Erufai is saying, please, please, let's follow the rule of law so that anarchy doesn't take place. But then let the rule of law not let it be. There should be equity and justice to all. That's the challenge. Let's put in our comment section what's your take on the fact that Edo Youth